Well, as if Kevin Costner leaving Yellowstone wasn't a big enough shock for him and all of his fans, he and his wife are getting divorced. Christine actually filed for divorce. They've been together, how long?
18 years.
18 years.
Almost 19. They have 3 kids together, ages 12, 14, and 15. So we broke this yesterday afternoon. So what happened was on Monday, Christine filed for divorce. On Tuesday, Kevin responded to the divorce, and we'll get into kind of the technically what they're asking for and whatnot in a minute. But the statement we got from Kevin's rep is really, really interesting.
Really very telling.
And it's revealing, and we know what this means now.
So the rep says, "It is with great sadness that circumstances beyond his control have transpired, which have resulted in Mr. Costner having to participate in a dissolution of marriage action."
Now, that sounds a little kind of convoluted, but we know what
it sounds kind of legalese, but
we know what it means.
the center of it is he
didn't want a divorce.
participate.
He did not want this divorce. She filed this. We are told this kind of blindsided him. He did not know this was coming. But when he says he's not a willing participant, what it means is he did not want to get divorced from her, did not know this was happening, and is kind of heartbroken.
And by the way, and the circumstances beyond his control also seems a little kind of finger pointing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I don't know exactly what it means,
a little bit, but beyond his control in this sense means he didn't know it was coming. He doesn't want a divorce, but they're getting divorced, and he has responded to it and made a couple of things really clear. And what we're about to tell you, that what you need to know the background, which is this is his second marriage. In his first marriage, he ended up paying out $80 million.
Record at the time.
So he protected himself more this time around.
Yeah, good thing he's got plenty of cash lying around for sure, but it's going to cost him. I mean, there's a prenup that they reference. He says spousal support will be paid pursuant to the terms of the prenuptial agreement. They have 3 children together, right, all of whom are pretty young, and they're teenagers, all of them. So obviously a lot of financial obligations that Kevin's going to have.
And they're asking for joint custody.
And they're asking for joint custody. Seems to be in that way amicable, notwithstanding the fact he was blindsided by the divorce petition in the first place. His statement, notwithstanding the fact that we now know where it comes from, is odd. It seems to suggest sadness of having to go through the process. He doesn't reference the dissolution of the marriage themselves, more the process that he's sad about. But nevertheless, sad time, 3 young children, all of whom have to go through this with their parents.
Now, there's one other thing that could be a sticking point. We just don't know yet. And that is that there is a provision in his response to the divorce that Christine vacate his houses. So what we've learned is he has 3 houses, one of which is in Santa Barbara. They have no house which is jointly owned by the 2 of them.
They don't have.
They do not. So she is going to have to find another place to live. Apparently, there's some kind of a schedule where she can, has a certain amount of time, according to the prenup.
Right.
Well, according to the prenup, to leave and whatnot. So if that becomes a sticking point, because of the kids or whatever, then it could get complicated. But right now, one of the terms is she has to vacate all the homes because they're all his pursuant to the prenuptial agreement.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Josh from Charlotte, North Carolina. Man, that's heartbreaking to hear. I know it's heartbreaking for Kevin Costner to hear it that way, but it's heartbreaking for us to hear it as well. At this point, I just hope everything is amicable and respectable and civil.
So far it is. So we're told.
Well, we're a couple days in.
Yeah.
So.